Hey, so you know how last week, about maybe a couple more days than last week, I told you guys that I was talking to this girl? Well, she's gone. But here's why. I realized that, like, I don't know, she was getting in the way of my goals. Like, I was spending so much time trying to keep her, but it just wasn't worth it in the end. Like, I think I was better off alone because, she wasn't really supporting me the way I wanted her to. That costed me like a lot of time to try to get her to be better, but you know how that goes. But for today's video, it's gonna be about loneliness and being alone. First things first. What does it mean to be alone? Because there is a difference between loneliness and being alone. Loneliness is like feeling like it's feeling like you're alone, and that you need more people around you. And being alone is actually like having no one at your side right now. So like, for example, I'm alone right now. Maybe my dog, if you want to count it, but besides that, I'm alone. But right now, I don't feel that lonely because, well, yeah, I don't feel lonely right now because I got like a lot of family members and like friends, and I don't feel lonely in my life right now. But for you, you might feel loneliness because maybe you don't have friends, maybe you don't have a girlfriend. I don't have a girlfriend either right now, but it doesn't make me feel lonely. That's because I realize that I don't really need one right now. At least, like, if I'm not where I want to be in life and feel like I can like provide for another woman, I'm not really interested in dating right now. Maybe like after high school I'd be interested, but I need to get to a good spot first. But yeah. So why is being alone so important for growth? Well, I feel like when you're alone, that's when you spend the most time with yourself, and being alone is really important to find yourself. I feel like, if I hadn't been alone for so long in my life, I definitely would have like if I was just surrounding myself by surrounded friends and like girls all the time, I probably wouldn't have found out what I wanted to do in my life. Like, I needed that alone time so I could figure myself out. Like right now, you might not feel like you have a purpose in life, but that might be because you're giving all your time to other people and not yourself. You really need to give yourself that time, so you know what you want to do. Like, don't let other people push you around and make it to something you don't want to do. You feel me? But yeah, that's why I feel like being alone is eminent for growth. But you got to really realize that you are never truly alone. Like, even right now, you have God with you. But yeah, you have God with you. You probably have family members, unless your family went through some like slaughterhouse or something. But that's not impossible. I shouldn't be laughing. I'm sorry. But you probably have family members. You probably do have friends. You just don't realize it. Like, you need to reach out to people, or you need to be more social. Like, maybe there's people out there who want to be connected with you, but you don't know that because you don't talk to them. Like, you gotta talk to people more, get to know people. But yeah, you're never truly alone. There's people out there who love you. God loves you. There's always somebody there. I don't think there's a single person who doesn't have a single person in life that they don't really care about, unless you're just some evil guy. Yeah, feel me? All right. But you gotta realize, bro, being alone is okay. I used to think that being alone was like weird, and I should probably get a girlfriend. But like, on second thought, I prefer being alone, at least in the current moment, because I'm not where I want to be at. Once again, like, once I get to where I want to be at in a spot where I can handle you gotta handle yourself before you can handle other people. How do you expect to handle other people if you can't even handle yourself? You can't, like, imagine you can't even afford your own house, or like you can't provide for your family, or you can't do none of that. So it's really, like, it's okay to be alone. Like, you need to give yourself that time to adjust and figure out what you need to do to be able to provide for others. Yeah, I always thought being alone was like weird, right? Because everyone else wasn't alone like I was. And I don't know, I just feel like loneliness has been a big part of my life, because I've lost so many people and I've felt so lonely. But you gotta realize that there's people around you that love you, and that makes you not lonely, Here's why I think every man needs to go through some sort of loneliness. It really gets you to the point where you're like really lonely in life. In fact, I'd say it's when you're at your lowest, whenever you're lonely. Like when you're at your lowest, you really start to think about your life. Like you start thinking about, what if I did this, or what if I did that? You'll see all these regrets coming up, and you wish you did something sooner, but that's when something pops up in your mind, like, I should probably do this. And then that's when you make the big decision to decide if you do this thing or not. Like, maybe there's this business idea you want to do, or maybe you want to get your dream job, or maybe you want to go to this college, or maybe you want to work with this business corporation. Like, there's so much things you probably are regretting that you're not doing right now, but you're just not doing it because you're afraid. You're afraid of failing. You're afraid of actually putting in the work. Like, nothing in life comes easy. You got to work for everything you do. I found out the hard way. Like, I didn't start getting my license until I actually finished my driving school. And now I'm at the stage where I just need to do in-person driving with an instructor. Get myself comfortable driving, and then I get to take my driving test and probably pass, because I'm in Ohio and the passing rate is pretty high, so it should be good. And I feel like if you search for people, it'll only make you more lonely, because that's when you seem desperate. You gotta let people come to you, and I'm not saying, like, you can't be attracted towards somebody and pursue them, but, like, don't constantly look out for people, Like, you don't need to constantly look for somebody just because you don't want to feel alone, Like, let people gravitate towards you, Like, or let yourself be gravitated towards someone else, because that's possible too. Let yourself be gravitated towards other people, but don't, like, just go to random, or like, don't, it's kind of hard to explain this, but just don't, like, go to everyone you see and try to, like, make something with them, like, try to figure out who the right people are towards you. Like, a lot of guys nowadays just date, like, a lot of hoes and stuff, but, like, you gotta be gravitated towards a certain girl in order to know that you really like this girl. You can't be hopping around, bro. Like, chill out a little bit. Give yourself a little break, because it takes time to heal from those things, unless you're heartless. But usually it'll take time to heal from those things, and we'll get through it. Sorry. Also, don't ever let people cast you away from your goals just because you want to feel less lonely. I feel like this is like a really big problem with me personally. I'm still dealing with it now, because every time I seem to get into a relationship with a girl, I get too distracted. Like, I can't stop talking to that girl all day, because I'm a lover boy and I fall in love very quick, and that's a problem too. But I just feel like I try to keep people from leaving too much. Like, you gotta accept the fact that people are gonna leave. It's something that happens. It's a part of life, and it'll take its course. But you can't fight it. You gotta just let it happen, because you can't control what other people do. You gotta let them do what they want. You can't just keep this girl by your side even if she wants to leave. You can't keep her by your side if she wants to stay, but if she wants to leave, let her go. That's when you grow the most. And also, just know your worth altogether. Know that you don't need someone else to feel validation for yourself. Like you're worth a lot, and I hope whoever's watching this, I hope a lot of people watch this video actually, because I feel like this is one of my better structured videos. But whoever's watching this, you're worth it, bro. You're strong. You're mentally strong. You're all these things, bro. You just gotta realize this. And like right now, the girl you're talking to, if you are talking to one, maybe you just gotta let it go, bro. You feel me? Especially if she's like toxic, and you're not, and you want to change something about your life, but this girl's holding you back, and you just gotta let it go, bro. She's draining you. Unless you're in a happy, loving relationship, but you gotta make time for your goals. If you are in a loving relationship, because then you're just letting her drain you. And here's what I found out. When I was talking to the last girl I was talking to, I kind of spent so much time towards her. It kind of felt like she was manipulating me in order to get me away from my goals. Because I told her I was starting up this business, and but she hated being undelivered, and I would stop leaving undelivered so much, but in the process of that, it got in the way of my goals. Like sometimes she said, should I leave you alone for a little bit while you do this? I should have said yes, but no, I said, no, I'll talk to you. And just don't make that same mistake, guys. Just don't make that same mistake. I'm trying not to use guys as much, because I know like there's only one like POV of person watching this video right now, so never mind that. But yeah, but you don't need to be with somebody else constantly, bro. Like I just hate when I see all these guys constantly trying to find someone to date, and they don't realize that they're tearing themselves apart. Like they might be getting like love and validation, but why not just get that in the future with a woman you actually love and you'll stay with? I have faith that I'm gonna have a future wife, but sometimes I feel like I won't. But that's okay. I'm okay with being single forever. But that's not the plan. So, and I know that I can do anything I put my mind towards. So, yeah, it's okay to be alone, bro. You must go through loneliness. Accept the fact that this girl might not want you, and you got this, bro. I love you. See ya.